For us, para powerlifter, we have the world stage for 2 minutes. 2 minutes, all the world, they are like focused on you. Living with a disability, I am able, during 2 minutes, to have this, people around the world look at me, try to see what I'm gonna do. So these 2 minutes for me is something amazing, is something great. Being para powerlifting forced people to treat me not because of my disability, but they treat me because of my ability. This is our goal, to be respected, to be accepted, to be treated not because of our disability, but because of our ability. And this is fantastic, this is amazing. That's why for me, para powerlifting is, it's something very, very good, and I am happy to be para powerlifter.
You've been doing this for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
Don't you get tired of it?
No, never. العقل السليم في الجسم السليم. Our power is coming from our mind. When I just going to lift the weight, I take like a challenge in my mind between me and the weight. I just look at the bar and I say my target to beat you right now, and I will. I love my sport because my sport changed all of my life. Now my career is 18 years. I started from 2006. I have been participated in 4 Paralympic Games, and the sport is not to win. The sport that I like, powerlifting, is just to compete. I will keep competing.
Downey, good morning from Georgia. The men's 54-kilo final coming up. And we've got a decent field of 10 in it. Quite a few with major championship medals to the name. We start off with Ruslan Doroga. His first major championship, he'll be starting at 70. He is in the open category. So hence non-European. We go all the way up to Axel Borlon, who's been having a really tremendous result, I have to say. European and Paralympic silver in his day. Quite a few of those days. So here we go, the newly designed circular stage at the Hua Ling Ballroom in the Sea City. A run through of the world records. Now there's a surprise, Jerry Volkman. The world record 205 kg, Pascalis Kulamoglu took gold yesterday. The 59-kilo final after almost a year out through injury. Nice comeback for him. Basically, we haven't seen him in any competition since the Worlds last year. 148, the next-gen record, the old youth world record.
Ladies and gentlemen,
A chance to get acquainted,
the athletes
reacquainted.
competing in the men's up to 54 kilo
competing
category.
This morning, we're approaching 11 a.m. in Tbilisi. And as usual, they'll be introduced in ascending order of first round attempt.
Representing Kazakhstan, Ruslan Doroga.
So we start off with Ruslan
Representing
Doroga of Kazakhstan, his major
Sheveni.
championship debut then for Hungary. Kiergo Sheveni,
Representing Great Britain,
likewise his first
Smith.
major championship. World Junior champion for Great Britain, Tom Smith.
Representing Turkey,
Lifetime best
Haydar Ayer.
coming from that. For Turkey, Haydar Ayer, who was one of those
Representing
who finished just
Azerbaijan,
outside the medals in the World
Ceyhun
Juniors
Mahmudov.
here last year. Ceyhun Mahmudov of Azerbaijan,
Representing
major
Poland,
championship
Slavomir
debut for him, and now
Szymanski.
basically a whole lot of athletes who've won European championship medals before.
Representing
Slavomir
Italy,
Szymanski of
Paolo
Poland,
Agosti.
Paolo Agosti of Italy,
Representing Greece,
Dimitrios Papakristos of Greece.
Representing
Ukraine,
Konstantin
Konstantin
Panasiuk.
Panasiuk.
Representing France,
And the heaviest
Axel
attempt in the
Bourlon.
opening round, Axel Bourlon.
These are the
for
athletes in the
France.
men's up to 54 kilo category.
It's looking competitive.
Please direct
6
your
of them have won
attention to
major
the big
championship
screens as we
medals
select our
in their time,
officials for the
including
field of play.
that World Junior crown. And now, the draw for the referees. They're all happy to be here. Well, yeah, they all look
Please
content.
welcome the officials
Here
for
are
this
our
session.
3 for this morning.
Chief referee, Hungary, Timur Gyevko.
So the referees, Timur Gyevko of Hungary, the chief referee, centre referee on the left,
Left
it's
referee,
Mohamed El-Kesh of the United Arab Emirates. Right referee from Korea,
Right referee, Republic of Korea,
Eugene Lee.
Technical controller,
And the technical
Greece,
controller from
Iliana
Greece
Araka.
is Iliana Araka.
The members of the jury. Jury member number 1, Kazakhstan.
Those are the referees, and here is the jury.
Jury member 2, Greece, Paskalina Nerentzaki. And jury member number 3, Martin Chapla, Slovakia. Technical delegate, Hungary, Zita Gierko.
So it's a decent field, 3 first-timers in it. And of the remaining 7, almost virtually all of them have won major championship medals, particularly, obviously, at European level. So looking like a decent competition in terms of the champions so far. Men's 59 kilo. Paskalis Koulamoglu getting the win for Greece yesterday. Dimitrios Bakokristos representing Greece today. And the 3 heaviest weights are pitched quite well. Paolo Augusti is not that far behind. 25 kilos actually between the 6 heaviest weights being attempted in this.
Play true for respect. Play true for fairness, for inclusion, with pride, with courage, for sport, for equity, for community. Play true for life. So many reasons to play true. What's
and a reminder
yours?
of the records going all the way up to 205. European record may be challenged today. Vladimir Krivulya of Russia with the European record of 189. And in terms of yesterday, the women's 86 kilo final, victory to Natalia Oleinik of Ukraine. The 50 kilo final, Raida Zabala-Bayero with something that you feel has been coming her way for a long time. Spain's first ever European Championships gold in this sport. How well deserved. Belting competition, and we can only anticipate more of the same today.
Spotter loaders, please preload the bar to 70 kilos, rack height 15. 70 kilos, rack height 15.
This is pretty much the biggest field we've seen so far. There are later today a few competitions where we go beyond a Group A for the first time this week.
Yeah. I only got one question. So is that all you got? You go big or stronger? You push harder? Is that all you got? You climb higher?
Welcome to the 2022 European
It
Open
has been a
Championships
very
in
busy
Georgia. This
venue,
is
the
men's
third
up to the
competition
54
in
kilo
18 months to be
category.
staged
We have
at this
10
venue,
athletes
the
participating, 9 of them
Whirling
from
Hotels
Europe, one of them is
Brefros
participating in the open competition.
and the ballroom in Seymour. We've got a nice crowd building as well this morning, as was the case the opening morning here. Here's somebody who's keen to get on stage straight away. His own countdown yet to begin. It's only a few seconds away because the event countdown starts now.
8, 7, 5, 4, 3,
Yeah.
2, 1. Are you ready for powerlifting? The bar is loaded at the weight of 70 kilos.
Happens to us
Rapid
all.
15, calling our first athlete. Representing Kazakhstan, Ruslan Zakrivi-Doroga.
So, to get us going, Ruslan Zakrivi-Doroga of Kazakhstan. He's providing the open element at these Open Championships in this. It's his major championship debut. He is next-gen athlete as well, so he's got a few things to go for. Aiming for 70, which would be a new lifetime best. Actually by quite a margin for him as well. And that's 2-1 in his favour, and just judging from that weight, there's quite a bit further that he can go. Good start. Good lift.
Rack height 5, 90 kilos, rack height 5.
Well, he got through that very well. Came through the technique, weight, not a problem here. Coach Ruslan Grayev. Everybody's very keen to get going this morning. Next up, another major championship debutant. 17 years old, so he's in the rookie category. We've got a couple of next gens as well. And this is Gergo Shibenyi. His target, 90, and a new lifetime best. Competition which will be trotting along well.
One minute.
So Benny to get us a lift of 90. And he has come through that well. It is a good lift.
Floaters, please.
Scores 90, a new lifetime best, and that will do very nicely. Nice, good, strong effort. And again, suggestions that he could go quite a bit in this competition.
Thomas Smith.
So now the World Junior Champion won this title here last year. Tom Smith for Great Britain from Huntingdon in Cambridgeshire. Finished 4th in the Manchester World Cup last year. He's aiming for 110 straight off. Lifetime best 130. Went really high in his victory here.
One minute.
So 115. Punch through that nicely. That's good and clean as well. 3 white lights for Tom Smith, and he leads for Britain.
Voters, please. 130 kilos, rack height 12.
And very, very little to worry about for him. It was a really good, strong effort. And again, you kind of think he could go on.
Poland, this is the first attempt.
Quite a lot.
130 kilos, Sławomir Szymanski.
So next up, the European silver medalist, twice previously, bronze last time out, Sławomir Szymanski of Poland. Bronze in Bexamere in 2018, silver in Eger in 2015, silver going back to 2005, and one of the very first European Championships. Which was a totally different beast to what it is now, obviously. It was in Quarteria in Portugal 17 years ago.
1 minute.
He was 20 then. 5 world championships. His best result actually coming in 2006 when he was 5th in Busan in Korea. Aiming for 130 here. It's gone up to 150 from previous times. It's a good place to start. It is a very good place to start. Good lift. And Szymanski leads. And so far they've all pitched themselves very well.
The bar is ready. Representing Turkey, Haydar Aya.
You kind of feel that he may be pushing well up towards his lifetime best. No complications so far. Next up, Haydar Aya of Turkey, aiming for 130. Was originally looking at 125, but he sort of set his sights a bit higher. This would be a new lifetime best by 9 kilos, going big straight away. 5th in the World Junior Championships here a year ago, 16th in the Senior World Championships last December from Kırıkkale. He's still a next-gen athlete, he's 20 years old. He and Ruslan Zakriva-Doroga are in that category. Shbenyi in the rookie. So at 130. heaviest lift in competition he's ever had,
No
and it
lift.
is 2-1
Press sequence.
against. It's the press sequence from both referees. Well, he really did go for it. It's the first miss we've had of the competition.
Spotter loaders, please. 130.
Scoring that very high, and
15.
well, there's usually a reason for that. I've obviously felt he's capable of it, but well, he got it raised here. The press was not satisfactory in terms of the lockout.
Thank you. The bar is
Denied.
ready. Paolo Agosti, Italy, first attempt.
Paolo Agosti of Italy, going for 133, which is 8 below his lifetime best. 5th at the last European Championships 4 years ago. World Championship sailor previously, national level para swimmer. Based in Brescia, co-founded a gym in the past 12 months. Also helping running it, I would imagine. So aiming for 133.
1 minute.
This for the lead. He's going to be competitive today.
Good
He usually
lift.
is.
Agosti, Italy.
And that's the start of it. 133, good lift.
Loaders, please. 134 kilos.
It's all
rack
very
14,
positive so far.
Rack 14,
And Paolo Agosti is certainly
kilos.
making sure of that.
The bar is ready. Azerbaijan, 134 kilos. First
Solid
attempt.
lift from Agosti. He can go
Mammadov.
further than that. Last 4 in this opening round. Next to go, Ceyhun Mammadov of Azerbaijan. Aiming for 134. He was originally looking at 130, which in terms of first round attempts was quite low. Now there's some impressive lifting. Major championship debut for him. So he's going in really high. If everybody's successful here on in, he's aiming to be on track for 4th place by the end of this opening round, and he wouldn't be really that far weight-wise off the medals. 30 years old, and he's broken through to the international championship circuit. Ah,
No
that
lift,
hit the rack.
press sequence.
No luck.
Loaders, please.
Control issues there.
145 kilos. Rack height 3. 145 kilos. Rack height 3.
That was a disappointment. Lift was looking fine. Now, let's hear from the press, and hits the rack, end of lift. That's it, terminated. Red lights all the way from there. Quality lift was fine, but wasn't an equal
The
press
bar is
either,
ready.
but hitting the rack was the termination of that, and that's only the second miss we've had so far into the top 3. The former European champion from Eger in 2015 for Greece, Dimitrios Bakokristos. Bronze in the last 2 Paralympic Games in Rio and in Tokyo. Bronze in 2 of the last 3 World Championships. We didn't subsequently see him here at the end of last year in the World Championships. And an unusual 6th place for him at the last Europeans Bec-sur-Mer. That was a very hefty and strong field.
One minute.
.145 his first round target. He has gone up in his career to 181, so this is a good place to start. It's going to put him high in the standings.
No lift.
Well,
Press
if
sequence.
he gets it, he didn't. Press sequence might be why he went down to 145 to start.
Spotter
Maybe
loaders,
issues coming.
150 kilos. Rack height 3.
Oh, he didn't see him in the last major championship. And Bako Christos on the press sequence. All voted down.
The bar is ready for Konstantin Panasu, Ukraine, 150
Well, that's
kilos.
3 misses now,
First
5 successful lifts in this opening round, 2 to go. Konstantin Panasyuk, curiously, has never won a solo individual major championship medal. He has won 2 team medals at the last 2 World Championships, silver here, bronze in Nur Sultan in 2019. And in terms of his lifetime best, he's going high here at 150. Has gone to 156 previously. Definitely ready for it. Fourth in Bec-sur-Mer in the last Europeans in 2018. Good championships those, nice small seaside town in the north of France, in the Pas de Calais.
1 minute.
Born in Odessa, he has been living in Ovidiopol. 150, Panasyuk. How good was that?
lift.
2 to 1 in his
Panasu,
favour.
Majority decision.
Panasyuk takes it and takes the lead. 150,
Loaders, please,
nice lift.
157 kilos.
Pitched himself very
Rack
high
height
in terms of
4.
what he's done previously in competition, but that has him in the lead. There's going to be a nice battle, I think, for the gold medal. But 3 of the potential leading contenders so far haven't been able to register a weight. Panasyuk. That was very, very well executed by him.
The bar is ready. 157
1 to go.
kilos.
What a 1 to go.
France, Axel Bourlon.
Paralympic silver in Tokyo. European silver in Bec-sur-Mer 4 years ago. For France, Axel Bourlon. 5th in the World Championships in Tbilisi last year. Finished 4th in the team from Rouen. Handisport Rouennais. Coached by Mehdi Orizat. Gold in the World Cup circuit last year in Manchester. Did the same in Tokyo in 2019. Bourlon, 157. In his career, has gone up to 165. Raised up well,
No
but
lift. Press
but-
sequence.
all 3 against him in the press sequence, and the right referee also penalising him on the body sequence. So that is quite something. 4 of the heaviest weights have all been missed in the opening round. Major dissatisfaction for
Loaders,
Bourlon, who
please.
was
We'll
originally
start
looking
round 2
at
with
155,
78 kilos and a rack height of
went a bit
50.
heavier, and they've all voted him down on this press. And that is not locked out. That is not pressed evenly. it's an interesting leaderboard after the opening round. It is Kostiantin Panasiuk who leads for Ukraine at 150. He's never won an individual champion medal previously. Augusti second for Italy, Szymanski third for Poland, and Tom Smith fourth for Great Britain on 1:15. Now, if that pattern continues, can Smith add on an extra 15 to challenge for that bronze? Here is Ruslan Zakrivi-Doroga of Kazakhstan. And never mind that the other Ruslan on stage looks ready to win a few medals of his own, I'll tell you. .78, new lifetime best for Ruslan Zakrivi-Doroga. That was 78.
No limit.
Well, 2
Press
against
sequence.
them on the press sequence. It was 2-1 against. The left side referee had given it his way, but the other two
Floaters, please. 95 kilos.
voted him down on that. They all thought the stop sequence was fine. A little bit of discussion as to how to put that right.
Bar is ready, representing Hungary. 95 kilos. Round 2 attempts. Gergo
So he
Sibeki.
misses out. There's only 5 athletes so far haven't had a miss. Gergo Sibeki is one of them. We'd have said that about Zakrivi-Doroga a few moments ago. So 95 his target again. This is for a new lifetime best. He would stay in 5th position, but he'd go into the lead in terms of the total lift. So 95 to give himself his heaviest in competition lift.
One minute.
Hungary and Kazakhstan, nations that we've seen a lot of visits to, and so they're recruiting quite a lot. That might give the referees a bit to think about, especially as they're going to have to go to the flag. So let's watch. Yeah, it's come up, and it's a good lift. It's 2-1 for him.
Good lift.
The two side referees were happy, and he can be very, very happy. And the one vote that was against it was actually for the press.
Please, 125 kilos. Rack height. 6. Rack 6.
95, he clears. New lifetime best. He really had to wait for it. He took a while down there, didn't he? Anyway, he got it. That's a good job. Well done.
Bar is ready for Thomas Smith. Great Britain, second attempt, 125 kilos.
Next up, Tom Smith, Conor McDonald. As he goes for 125, the 130 in his career he's had. So he would stay in 4th position overall, but he would be 5 kilos away from the medals. athletes without a mark so far, and
1
that
minute.
certainly helped him. If everybody had been successful in that opening round, he'd be looking at 8th place, but this is the opportunity that you want to take.
Good lift.
And that is a
majority
good
decision,
lift.
Thomas Smith.
So he stays 4th, but he's really close to the medals now, 5 kilos away.
Floaters 4.
That'll give his team a
130
big
kilos, please. Rack
decision
height
to make for
4.
the next round. Depends what happens elsewhere in round 2. But there could be a door beginning to open for him. Technically smooth.
The bar is ready, representing Turkey.
The world junior
Ayaz
champion
Ayaz.
is definitely making a good impact at these European Championships. Heda Ayar for Turkey. Missed in the opening round at 130, going for it again. He's lifted 121 in competition previously. So he's showing big ambition straight away. It didn't work out in that opening round for him. He would go into the bronze medal position alongside Szymanski, who's already scored 130. So for 130,
No
again,
leg.
it's gone
Press
against him on the
sequence.
press. And last time it was 2-1 against, this time
Spotter
all of them.
loaders, please. 135 kilos.
He's getting
Rack height
erased.
12.
That's not the issue.
The bar is ready. Representing Poland, second attempt, 135 kilos, Sławomir Szymanski.
Sławomir Szymanski is next. Obviously, there's qualification being targeted as well for Paris. At the moment, the cut-off point for that is 145 in terms of the top 8 in qualifying. Szymanski going for 135 here. This will put him into the silver medal position. Sport off AR, who didn't get that mark. Top in the rankings, 180, David Taliev of Kazakhstan, incidentally. So Szymanski going for 135. 150 is lifetime best. Two European silvers in his career, bronze in 2018.
1 minute.
From Start Wrocław, national coach Mariusz Weaver in position again for the man from Opole, 135. He's a very strong competitor in his day. And this
Good
is
lift.
one of those days.
Szymanski.
Good lift, 2-1. Centre referee
Spotter loaders, please.
voting him down.
136
He doesn't have
kilos.
to worry about that.
Rack height
He
50.
clears it. Goes up into the silver medal position. And when others are struggling, right now, Sławomir Szymanski is not.
The bar is ready. Representing Italy, round 2, 136 kilos.
Paolo Augusti.
Augusti.
Just knocked down into second spot. Trying to reclaim it now to go back into the silver medal position. Paolo Augusti. Competing for a medal. just edged out 4 years ago in a really high level competition. That was 5th. This will put him up into 2nd. He's gone to 141 in his career. This 136. That was a little bit more tentative. But 2-1 is good enough. And it was actually for the body, the stop sequence that he was faulted, but not too significantly. 2-1 in his favour. Paolo Augusti goes into the silver medal position.
14.
4 to go in this round. If they're all successful, he'd be knocked out of the medals, but he doesn't have to worry about that. There's nothing you can do about it except get these lifts in, and that is what he's doing.
The bar is ready, representing Azerbaijan, 140 kilos, round 2.
He's fighting to get that fully pressed a bit more than the 133 one, but he got through. Next up for Azerbaijan, Ceyhun Mamedov. This would be for a new lifetime best, and he's staying with his pattern. Missed 134, going for 140 here for a lifetime best to go into the silver medal position. His first major championship. We've had the European Games there in 2015. It does not have a para-sport element. Subsequently, the Islamic Games 2 years after that. So 140. You remember he hit the rack last time. Now, was he able to finish that? He wasn't. 2-1 against. Press sequence.
A note, Thomas Smith of Great Britain has declined his final attempt.
Tom Smith is out. He's finished on 125. He lies in 4th. Szymanski's second lift of 135 had put Smith 10 away from the medals, and he's obviously felt that he isn't able to get any higher than 4th. Well, just right at the top last time, he had problems when he hit the rack. He just did follow through. Was told to reset, so that was fine at the end, but 2-1 against, and in danger of not registering a mark of a wipeout. So he's missed 2, and Haydar Ayar has missed 2. Bakar Christos missing his first, but this to go into the silver medal position for Greece, and he'd be 5 off the gold medal mark, 5 kilos. The 2015 European champion. National coach Dimitrios Ioannidis looks after him with the Akmon Ioannina club. He's been spotted by local coach Christo Trifili and asked if he fancy doing this competitively, and he's competitive. We've seen that. All those European medals to his name. There could be another one coming here, because that is a good lift. 3 white lights for Bakar Christos, and he goes into the silver medal position, just off Panasiuk. That's what he wanted to do last time. The world and Paralympic bronze medalist, 4 global bronzes in each of the last 4 major championships, excluding the Worlds in Tbilisi, which he did not attend. But he's here now, and he's making a big impact. But here's our leader for Ukraine, Konstantin Panasiuk. Team silver, team bronze of the Worlds, and just edged out in Bergsamir into 4th place. Panasyuk had lifted 146 there. It's Adam Alderman of Britain who won the bronze on 149. Ali Jawad taking the gold. This for 155 for Panasyuk to increase his lead. He'd go into 5th in the Paris 2024 rankings, above João França Júnior of Brazil. For this to improve his advantage with only 1 to go in the 2nd round.
1 minute.
Panasyuk at the moment is looking quite good for a medal. No time wasted on the bench, but
No
2 and
lift.
against in the
Panasyuk
press.
Press sequence.
2 and against.
Floaters, please. 157 kilos. Rack height 4.
And in the case of the athletes of short stature, you're obviously concentrating for a lift which is a lot quicker to execute, and then you're judging if the arms have locked out as much as they can, because
The bar is ready.
they
Second
will not
attempt,
be
157
straight
kilos
in
from
the same way as
Axel Bourlon.
an athlete who's not of short stature. Axel Bourlon, 157. Second go at it. This to go into the gold medal position. Bourlon with the silver in Bergsamir, 11 kilos behind Ali Jawad for a 157. They take the lead by 7 above Panasyuk. Paralympic silver, European silver, last time out. This to get up into the gold medal position.
Good lift.
And this time he's done it! A new gold medalist elect goes top, a round to go. Axel Bourlon for France, 157.
Powerlifting rankings for Paris. He's in 4th position right now. Lots of time to go though.
A terrific lift. That, by the way, puts him 4th in the rankings for Paralympic Games qualification in Paris 2 years away. As he aims for his home games, as he aims for gold here. The agitos already on the wrist. Bourlon on the top of the standings, 157, leads Panasyuk by 7. Baka Christos 3rd, 145. Augusti 4th, 136. And in terms of the total lift, Augusti's leading at the moment, Szymanski in 2nd, and Thomas Smith in 3rd place, but we will not see him lifting in the final round. That might be enough for a medal for him, we'll see. So now, 3rd and final round, and it is Ruslan Zakrevid-Riga for Kazakhstan, going for 83. He's going to finish 8th at best. In terms of the next gen standings, he's in the open competition only. So for 83, and again he stayed on his path, he missed 78 last time. And he was right too, a good lift! 2-1 for Ruslan. And he, even though he missed his middle attempt, he's got the weights on the board that he wanted to. Would have been competitive in terms of the total lift category. he got them all, it wouldn't be very far away. Wouldn't be in the medals, but just outside in 4th place. But he hits 83. That's a new lifetime best. That took a bit of stress and strain, but it was worth it. Ruslan 8th. Gyoko Jibenyi in 7th for Hungary, and we see him next on 101. This would put him to the top of the standings in the total lift if he gets it. And again, it would be a new lifetime best for the major championship debutant.
Round attempt for Gyoko Jibenyi.
He has been well primed, and he's ready. We saw a huge amount of debutants for Hungary when they staged the European Championships in 2015. They've had a couple of World Cups since then. The tune-up for last year's World Championships, unfortunately, they had to concede the staging of that. As a lot of venues, a lot of sports have had to do the past 2 years. Tbilisi stood in very well for it. (101). Got it raised, but how much control was there at the end?
No
Not
lid.
enough. 2 and against on the press, I'm afraid. And he has not been given it.
Please, 130 kilos.
He
Rack
finishes
height
on
4.
95. It would have put him into the top spot in terms of the total lift, but 95 is the best for him. That's just right at the end. The control is lacking.
The bar is ready. 130 kilos, 3rd round attempt.
Well, one of
Turkey.
2 men
Haydar
looking to avoid a
Ayar.
wipeout of a bombing out of this competition, and it is Haydar Ayar of Turkey. His 3rd attempt at this mark of 130. #16th in the World Championships, 5th in the World Juniors. This to go 6th overall. Leap above Tom Smith. Smith is still lying in 3rd place in terms of the total lift, and he still will be even after the next 4 attempts. So can Haydar get on the board finally at 130? And the answer is yes.
Ayar.
Well, that's such good news for him.
Loaders, please.
He leaps up to 6th in the
137
standings.
kilos. Rack
And while he would have loved to have done that half an hour ago, he's done it now and he still loves it. He didn't have too much to improve, but this time he got it right. Oh, yes.
The bar
Super
is ready.
lift.
Representing Italy, 3rd round attempt, 137 kilos, Paolo Agosti.
Paolo Augusti. Now, interestingly, he's only adding 1 to the bar here. He feels that the additional 9 to get up into the medals alongside Demetrius Bakakristos and obviously would have to be 10 in order to get into bronze outright. Otherwise, it would be a mandatory head-to-head lift. They were nothing other than optional for the 2 regional championships earlier this year, and nobody took up the option. And prior to that, it was obviously the lower body weight on the head-to-head when there was a tie. Augusti, 137. Now if he gets this, he's definitely guaranteed at least silver in the total lift.
1 minute.
So in terms of the championship, it'll be fourth at best. 136, you remember, was a real strain on him, and 137 even more so. So he doesn't get that,
No
doesn't
lift,
go
the
through.
Drosty press
Spotters had to get
sequence.
involved. Well, he is still in the lead in the total lift, but now he has to rely
Voters, please.
on misses
More weight,
elsewhere.
145 kilos,
A
rack height
136
12.
all that was possible today. He has gone to 141 in his career, but Usain Bolt wasn't running 9:58 every week, just the once. Well, that's where he got stuck. And that's where it ended for him. So fourth for now
The
in
bar
the
is
table.
ready. 145 kilos.
He
third
can
round
be
attempt.
knocked down to
Poland,
sixth.
Sławomir Szymanski.
Sławomir Szymanski aiming to leap up into the medals here. There would be an interesting scenario if he gets this at 145. He would go level with Bakar Christos. $150 is lifetime best. Szymanski would also go in front in terms of the total lift. He's down in fifth right now. This for a share of third. It's quite a pep talk he's getting. It's a leap of 10 kilos from the second round. And that, this time, was beyond him.
No
So he
lift.
stays
Szymanski,
in fifth
press
place,
sequence.
and in terms of the total lift, he remains in silver. Well, he decided it was worth a serious tilt. That was the
Voters,
lift that
please,
would have got him into the top
150
three,
kilos,
but it's
rack height
135 that he peaks at today. Wasn't able to get it all the way through. He found his
The bar is ready
progress
for
blocked there, and that was the end of it. That was the end of it.
Mammadov.
And Szymanski, well, there was a reason for that big pep talk then. They were hoping there was one huge lift and then, yeah, shaking the head, that's it, we're done. Well, Ceyhun Mammadov, now look at this. Missed 134, missed 140, going for 150. They obviously know something we don't know. Major championship debut. They were all lifetime best attempts. But obviously, on the domestic circuit and hence on the, maybe the able-bodied powerlifting circuit, he's been lifting this. But not here. And he has to do it here. And if he does do it here, goes into the silver medal position from nowhere. It's a big leap up, it's a big risk, a big gamble, and it's too big a lift. And Mammadov, I'm sorry to say,
No
does
lift.
not register
Press
a mark.
sequence.
Well, he had really good ambition, and you can't fault him for that. 134, had he got that in the opening round, would have him in sixth place. It would have been a nice place to
Voters,
try and
please.
advance.
155 kilos.
But he kept
rack
following
height
the
3.
original path. That's what they had marked out, and they did each lift, and they didn't get any of them, and he doesn't register a mark. and he is denied, and that wasn't getting
Correction
far.
loaders, 157 kilos. 157 kilos, rack height 3.
That's an unfortunate tale for him, and yep, so much effort being put in, but it wasn't going to budge. So we've got 3 to go,
The bar is
and
loaded,
it is our top
157
3.
kilos.
And we've got a 3-way battle for the gold. So the medalists are locked in. Augusti 4th, Szymanski 5th. In terms of the total lift, it's Paolo Augusti who leads in 269. Szymanski 2nd, 265. Smith 3rd, 240. Demetrius Bakar-Christos with his final attempt. So, Borlon leads on 157, and this to match him. And remember, the old head-to-head rules, even the new head-to-head rules, are gone. This would be for a mandatory head-to-head lift, an additional shootout. This also to go up alongside Borlon in 4th and Choi Kyun-jin in 5th in terms of the Paris qualification table. Hey, well, he's got that raised. 157 for a tie the lead, and he's got to tie the lead! Oh, it is game on in the battle for gold, and it is a big battle for gold, and Bakar-Christos goes 5th in the qualifiers for the Paris Paralympic Games. Bakar-Christos goes top, 157 alongside Borlon. No count back, no sharing, not unless they both score or both miss in that head-to-head shootout lift,
The bar is ready, 158
which we've not
kilos.
seen since that rule came in, but it's only day 3 of competition of those rules. Great lift, brilliant lift. He has gone to 181 in his career, but that does generally mean nothing in terms of form if you've had injury and so on. I've not seen him competing a lot of late. Here is a man now aiming for 158 and the lead. Borlon will be going for 159, but currently leading on 157. Borlon and Bakar-Christos. Panassia looking to add a kilo to it. Successful at 150, missed 155. Currently in the bronze medal position. This for the outright lead. It would be a new lifetime best by 2.
One minute.
So 158. Here he comes. Now, how much control was there?
No
No.
lift. Panasuk
None.
press sequence.
None of the 3 went
Floaters,
for it,
please.
and
Another kilo,
he'll be very accepting for it.
159 kilos, rack height 4.
That didn't look under major control, or that there was any control lockout. But he's in the medals. It is bronze, and that is his first individual major championship medal. 150 he finishes on. And right
The bar
now,
is ready.
there is a
Final
tie
attempt,
for the lead.
belonging to
So he is
France.
definitely
Axel
3rd.
Bournon, 159 kilos.
Bakar-Christos leads the total lift in 302. Augusti 2nd, 269. Szymanski 3rd, 265. Smith on 240, dropping to 4th. This is a man who right now is at worst in position for a head-to-head shootout for the gold. If he gets this, it is the gold, and just him for the gold. Borlon, 159. Silver 4 years ago. Silver in the Paralympic Games. Behind Dektariev of Kazakhstan. This for the gold. 159. And the gold is his! Axel Bourlon is the European champion for the first time. 3 white lights of absolute sheer glory for Axel Bourlon. And I make it he wins the total lift as well. Bako Christos had put him under so much pressure by lifting 157. Had he not got this, it would have been a mandatory head-to-head lift between those two. But Bourlon doesn't have to worry about that. He is the European champion. To go with the previous European and Paralympic Games silvers. Bourlon wins, and he takes the total lift as well. Bako Christos second in both. Panasiuk the bronze, third in the total lift going to Agosti, who was fourth in the European Championship. Szymanski fifth. What a great competition. And Mamedov, well, you cannot fault his effort and enthusiasm. But he does not register a mark. That was a very good competition. Smith fourth in the total lift for Britain. Lifetime bests achieved by Shibeni and Sakrividoroga of Hungary and Kazakhstan, respectively. Shibeni will pick up rookie medals. Haydar Aya and Sakrividoroga will pick up next-gen medals. Sakrividoroga in the open category only. And the victory ceremony is on the way.
and gentlemen, the victory ceremony for the men's up to 54 kilo category, Open and European Championships. Please welcome the medalists. The medals will be presented by Sofia Georgiidze, Representative Georgian Paralympic Committee. Bronze medalist, representing Ukraine, Konstantin Panasuk. Silver medalist, representing Greece, Dimitrios Vakokristos. Gold medalist, European and Open champion, representing France, Axel Bourlon. Everyone, please rise if you're able for the national anthem of France. Congratulations to the medalists in the Open and European categories in the men's up to 54 kilo category. The next session, featuring women in the 73 and 79 kilo categories, goes in about 35 minutes time, right here in Tbilisi, Georgia, as the 2022 European Open Championships continues. Jumanski. First attempt. Kilo's first attempt. Jehu Samabol. Floaters blink. Floaters please, 120. Jumanski. Good lift, majority decision, Aya. Good lift, Paco Christos, Greece.
Working on my sheet. Now get this work. Now get this work. Now get this work. Now get this work. Working on my sheet. Pledge allegiance to the struggle. Ain't been easy, but just a piece for the weeks we lived out in Dublin. Begs is all we had to do, anything for my mama, love you. One day I'll pay you back for the sacrifice that you managed to muscle. 16, you sent me the customs. So, all aboard my spaceship to Mercury. Turn first satellite that's in front of me. Cause every night I'ma do it like it's my last. This dream is all that I need, cause it's all that I ever had. Now get this work. Now get this work. Now get this work. Now get this work. Working on my sheet. Now get this work. Now get this work. Now get this work. Now get this work. Working on my sheet.
Det som är hemskt som hänt nu, när man går förbi någon som man tycker är riktigt snygg, då har vi börjat köra, oh shit,